Hi everyone, Adriana Jimenez with Fino Boxing here with Karlos Balderas. Karlos, back in action, back on TV this September 30th on the undercard of Victor Ortiz versus John Molina Jr. How excited are you to, like I said, be on TV and give a great show to all your fans?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm thankful for it. I'm very, very excited that my fight's televised again because, like I said, they were asking me, does it matter if it's a Sunday? I said, not really, because it's televised and my people need to see me fight. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm thankful that I'm much more active than I was when I first started fighting. Remember, I was having some hand injuries and stuff, but yeah, after this fight, I look to close the year, maybe one or maybe even two more fights before the year closes. We don't know, but as well, my brother, and we just continue to looking forward and taking out the competition.
Speaking of taking out the competition, you went up at the podium and you said you have your eye on Miguel Berchel's WBC belt. That's who you want eventually next to fight for a title.
Definitely. That's the belt that I got my eyes locked on, and that nothing else matters right now. I'm going to continue working. Like I said, 2018, I'm going to close the year strong. 2019, I look forward to picking it up where I left off and move my way up in rounds. I think this might be my last 6-rounder or not. I'm not sure. It's up to my uncle, but I think they had already spoken about it. But, yeah, we're just time will tell who the real deal at 130 is.
So how close do you think, maybe 2019, how close do you think you are for that world title shot?
I say maybe about within a year range or so. I'm not looking to wait too long or too soon either. I'm going to wait to see what Richard and Al Heyman says. Every fight at its time, it's about picking the right opponents at the right time. But as far as that, my eyes are on the Berchel's belt. Yep.
And you mentioned that you want to make sure everyone knows who the real deal on the 130 division is. You said how you're frustrated that people compare you or ask you questions, like I'm going to, about other fighters. You know, Ryan Garcia, Shakur Stevenson, Teofilo Lopez. Everyone just keeps asking you. You guys are the top in your division. Let me ask you this: can you rank them three? After, I guess after you, is that what you're going to say?
Shakur, Teofimo, and Ryan, in that order. Shakur, I'll put it here. Shakur, Teofimo, and Ryan. Those guys se la llevan. But, yeah, that's how I rank it.
And I guess I'm going to frustrate you. I'm sorry. I have to ask you, Ryan Garcia just fought this weekend. Did you watch it? What did you think about his fight against Carlos Morales?
I watched this fight, and he looked pretty good, to be honest. I think he could have looked better. The way everybody's been talking about it and been, it's obvious. I mean, he should have put on a better performance, but that's to him. I'm not worried about really Ryan. Eventually, if they build up a fight with Ryan in the future, that's good for both of us, But I'm gonna continue doing my thing, and if they would have put me in that ring, I would have smashed that guy. That's all I gotta say.
I was talking to your family, and they were saying that this is them. I'm quoting them that you would have finished Morales within 3 rounds. That's them.
I would have finished Morales. Yeah, I would have finished Morales. I would have finished him because I would have finished him.
All right. Okay, so let's put our little hypothetical caps. And if you had, let's say, a title, let's say you had a WBC title, and one of those 3 fighters, Ryan Garcia, Shakur Stevenson, or Teofilo Lopez, had another title, who would you like to fight first?
Definitely, I would have to fight Teofimo because he's been running his mouth. But you see, like Ryan, that's my boy. Nobody knows that growing up that we shared hotel rooms. We grew up in the amateurs a lot. But like I said, it's just unfortunate that we're all in the same business. It's just the way it is. But time will tell. Time will tell really who's gonna be where, and who even knows if these fighters that you have mentioned are even gonna make it with me in the meeting up later on. Time will tell, like I said.
And before I let you go, I want to get your thoughts on the big fight this month. Just a few days away, Canelo Triple G. How do you see that fight going?
I think Canelo is going to win this fight by decision. I'm not biased, though. I think he did lose the first one, but I see him winning the second one.
So you saw him lose the first one. So what does he have to do different to win this time?
I think, well, as far as Canelo, I seen him really box him really, really good the first rounds, and I seen that he closed the fight pretty good in the last couple rounds. So I think now in this fight, Canelo went back in camp, and he believes in himself more. He sees that Golovkin is not this killer that everybody put him out to be, but he is. Golovkin really is the real deal. But I think Canelo believes in himself a little bit more, and he's in camp, trusting he's trusting the process a little more. And I think as long as he works a little bit more on his conditioning, he should be good. And stay off the clenbuterol.
You said it. All right. Can you let fans know to check out your fight this September 30th live on Fox?
September 30th, me and my brother are back in action at the Citizens Bank Arena in Ontario, California. Don't miss it. I'm putting on a good show again, as I do always.